Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
What is going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Nightcap. We're doing this every Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are bringing you some of the most important market news as well as technical analysis that you can actually use. And it is getting spicy out there. Man, I mean, if you don't see what's going on, you are living under a rock right now. It's getting crazy. We got a lot to talk about today, but I don't do this alone. My name is TradeFly, and I am joined by my man, FD White. Let's go ahead and bring him up. Oh. Yep, I got to bring you in. It's the daily routine on the Crypto Nightcap. You know, we always got to do some craziness here. Let's go ahead and bring you into the duo cam. Boom. Got you. And it's that easy. You should be popping up here. Bam.
There we go.
My man. What's up, dude? How you doing?
Tired. I'm tired, man. This is my third stream today. All this news coming in, mentally drained, man. I'm not gonna even lie to you, man. Been staring at charts all day. You know, Bitcoin's hovering around this 61K level. So we got a lot to talk about, though. You know, we got a lot to talk about. So let's jump into it.
Yeah, we do. All right, let's go over to the chat real quick. Let's see what's up with everyone in there. And we got Ninja Glock with a lots of spice for sure. You ain't wrong. Crypto Mars in here. Indie Rock Crypto, my dude. He's always bringing that hype. Retro Mike Tech, he said, what a coincidence. Chaos is my middle name. Hey, man, me and you both. So, all right, my man FD in here, of course. All set. What's up, dude? Harp, how you doing? And Alexandra G, the best mod in the house. She is always here. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. You know, I know you say thank you, but thank you. Because, you know, it's like I won't say a thankless job, but like there's not a whole lot in there for you. It's just you're awesome and you show up every day, and you're in a lot of channels too, by the way, which is amazing. So, you know, I just shout out, thank you. I just want to get that out there. You just know that you are very much appreciated. So that being said, Army Piper, what's up, my dude? How you doing? Caffeinated Crypto's in the house. And Alex, Crypto, my brother from another mother, he's in here. He said, mad love, friends. Mad love to you. You are family. Username, you made it. I got you, dog.
Sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
That's for you. That's for you, man. Buck's in here. How you doing, brother? Hope all is well. Baby, yes. How you doing? And I think that about wraps it up.
Man,
thank you.
Before we get into the stories and stuff, man, we got just looking at the chat and looking at, you know, the people who come every day, just the faithfuls, man. We got username Caffeinated Crypto. Alex O has his own thing going on. He got Discord popping. He still shows up for all of our streams, man. Alexandra G, all set. Retro Mike Tech, every stream I'm at, I see him, man. He just dropped a new video. I think yesterday. It was a pretty good one, man. Shout out to
that was the Caspa V2, right?
Caspa V2, man. I was kind of lost on some of it because I'm still not as savvy when it comes to like the mining and stuff, but you know, he broke it down to, you know, to simplistic, you know, so where I can grasp some of it. Harp, who was that? David Gelfin. I can't see. My glasses are for designer purposes. No prescription. So I gotta find. Here's my prescription glass. Let me switch these up, man. I need my prescription.
He's got his cool
There we
glasses
go.
on, baby.
Yeah, man. So now, okay, there we can see now. Yeah. So just appreciate everybody, man. It's everybody who's been showing up every night. Any stream we're at, and the whole Piper Academy, and even on my channel, man, they show up. So I just want to send my appreciation to everybody in the chat, everybody who's always supporting.
Absolutely, absolutely. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing it, to be honest. So there it is. Moxie, what's up, dude? Yo, how you doing? You got a little shout out. Who else we got in here? Anyone? Any Caffeinated Crypto? Did I shout you out yet? If not, what's up, my dude? Hope all is well. And Blackie Chan's in here. Go check out Blackie Chan, man. He's the pre-morning show. They're doing good, man. They are definitely coming along, and the content is improving day by day. So check them out if you are awake that early, or if you're up that late. However it is you do it. What does this say? Oh, can't say that part, Piper. But yeah, I got bad to the bone. I did get that. So #1 soundboard on Piper. Yeah, you know it, man. I got all kinds of stuff here. But what is it going? Here's something for you. What's going on out in the world right now? Yeah, that's about what's going on.
You know what, man? It's something else happening at the end of the month. Nobody's really talking about, man. But we'll talk about it. I'll bring it up, but nobody's even talking about it, and they've been talking about some stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't. With so much
Pumptober's
bad
here.
news, we'll say
You guys
it.
excited about Pumptober? Because that's here.
Right.
Man, we're off to a great start. That's funny, man. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get over to some of the news here. First up, we got a little bit of good news. All right, just in spot, Bitcoin ETFs bought up all, I repeat, all of the BTC mined in September. So there you go. Number bought, number mined. That thing where it's going to get competitive and, supply and demand, right? That will ultimately, I think, drive the price up of Bitcoin. This is, I think, bullish in the long run, and more people are going to start getting into the ETFs because Bitcoin is really, I would say, it's starting to trend a little bit, right? What was the #1 app on Coinbase? You guessed it. Not on Coinbase, on the App Store. Sorry, it was Coinbase. So, it's retail, I think, is coming back. But unfortunately, we got a lot going on. Macroeconomics, we got war breaking out. Like, that stuff brings down the market, and there's just nothing you can do about that. But that's why we talk about the news. We don't just say, hey, here's the charts. It's up and away all the time. We got to say there's things going on in the world, and they have an effect, unfortunately. And, that's why we got to talk about it. So next up here, we got Bitwise. It files for a spot Ripple XRP ETF. That is, I think, the second bullish thing we've heard for XRP here in the last couple weeks. So again, good news for XRP. And, they did break out there for a minute out of the 60-cent range. I haven't looked at it yet. We'll get over to it when we get to the top 10 as well as the bubbles. We'll take a look at XRP, see where it's sitting. What's up, FD? Feel like you got something to say there, man. I saw the hands go up.
XRP, man, we went up 3 cents. To the moon. We're almost there.
We're almost to $100. We almost made it, Yeah, man. But hey, I mean, it's good. It's good to see this for XRP. There's a lot of people that have been stuck in XRP for a really long time. There's XRP maxis, and you know what? To be perfectly honest with you, as much as people like to give them a little S, a little S talk. I always want to see people be profitable. So hopefully the price does go up, right? And I would love to see it go up to $2 again. And at that point, I would love to see a lot of people take some profits, take out that initial investment. So you don't have to ride this thing up and down and left and right anymore. But that's here nor there. All right.
I definitely want to see people's conviction get rewarded, man.
Absolutely.
That's definitely what I want to see. I've been holding XRP since 2020, the end of 2020, when they did the Flare airdrop, the snapshot. So I think that was like the 17th of December 2020. So I've been holding. I could have sold, but it's like, what's the point? I'm just holding until I want to at least 2 or 3x my money, and then I'll probably be out. But I think XRP is going to be around for a long time. XRP is like one of the first cryptocurrencies is going to be around. So if you want to hold it for the next 10 years, then hold it for the next 10 years.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Again, I just want to see people. They have been through it. They have been through it. So, I'm ready to see people profit from it. But that being said, you guys know what time it is because there is a lot of bad news out there. We got to bring old Elmer Fudd up here, sound the siren. Let's get it going. Let's add this to the soundboard. Alrighty, over to the Kabisi letter. Roughly 38% of all U.S. imports are currently processed through the East and Gulf Coast ports. Why am I reading this? Well, guess what? The workers just went on strike. We talked about that yesterday. We said, hey, this is on the horizon. And now it's come to fruition. And it's a little ugly. Like, I was listening to a guy talk earlier. I don't know if he's like representing the people or what. This man is ready to fight. Like, he is ready to fight till the end. Like, he's like, oh, you guys want to,
he's up there.
yeah, you guys want to bring us back? Like, you know, you're going to make us come back to work because they can enact that. The government has that power, I guess. And he was like, cool, we're just going to sandbag it. That's fine. We'll come back to work and we're going to move like sloths. And I was like, damn. Like, they are not playing here. All right, but JP Morgan estimates that the strike is going to cost the economy $3.8 billion. That's small potatoes, man. We pay more than that in interest, I think, a day. So small potatoes. No, but seriously, it is going to have a trickle-down effect on people. I don't know that we're going to see it necessarily in the next couple of days, but probably in the next week or so. If this drags out, you are going to see supply chain issues and just, you know, issues logistically overall, starting on the East Coast, and it's probably going to work its way out west because, I mean, like I said, look at that. I mean, 38% of all U.S. imports are coming through the East Coast. So it's big news. It's big news. You got to take note of it. And the next thing we got up is, unfortunately, what's going on over in Israel, Iran. Like, it's getting crazy over there. So I probably going to be an interesting night of work for me in terms of like figuring some things out. But dude, it's wild over there, man. I'm a little nervous from where this is going to turn, because this is what I'm noticing. Like, just, you know, straight sitting back, observing, it's escalating, right? It's getting worse and worse. Like, so they had that first wave, and Iran, you know, they were like, all right, cool, that didn't really work. Let's ramp this up a little bit because we got to break through that anti-air defense. And man, it's getting crazy. So unfortunately, you know, Israel's already said, hey, they're gonna strike back. It's just a matter of when and it, not if, just a matter of when, right? So hopefully we don't get like ballistic, because things will get weirder and weirder. And I just, it's unfortunate. And I don't know any other thing to say than it is unfortunate. Given my job, just so you guys know, like, yeah, like I am in the military, but like, this is not what I want to see, just so you know. Like, I am by no means like out there, you know, hungry for some kind of war. I'm here because, you know, I want to do those things somewhere else. That way it's not here, and, you know, protect the country, right? That's kind of my big drive in life. This kind of stuff, like, I don't like to see personally, again, but hey, it's unfortunately, I think, the main driver or catalyst for why we're seeing a pullback on price action. So that's why we got to cover it. We got to talk about it. Just know that, you know, it's going on and it's escalating. It's not getting better, which, you know, that means it could suppress the price, even though we have bullish narratives and bullish things going on, you know, for Bitcoin and crypto specifically. Just understand that could suppress the price a bit. So FD, man, what do you got, man? What's how you feeling about this? Where you stand on it all?
So with the port strike, man, if you're not following me over on X, I want everybody to go and follow me at FD White Invest with an S at the end. And I just posted a video talking about China's. If you share my screen, I got it. I'm not gonna play it because it's a YouTube video. So I just want to show you my tweet. So it says, watch how China's biggest automated container terminal operates. So they have their biggest automated their container terminal. No humans. There's no humans in sight. It's just all robots, all automation, just is in perfect synchrony and going, you know, everything. And this is what is going. This is what they don't want. So the money, you know, I think they wanted like 77% raise, but they were offered 50 or something like that. This is really it, though. They want those promises about the automation not, you know, taking over their jobs. But I don't like. I'm very sensitive to people's jobs and people's livelihood. So I'm not gonna come and say you got this much time before AI, automation, robotics take over. But I mean, it's just the way of the world. It's just the way technology, evolves, man. The horse and carriage, like, people who was driving the horses, they had to learn how to drive cars. People who was, doing just other things like that. It's one example that I can think of, but it's just the way it is. But hopefully they get their money. I don't know what they do. I just seen somebody in the chat say that they work like 3 days a week, 4 hours a day, and they make 300,000.
Tell
And
me
that's
more of
crazy if
that,
that's
man.
true.
Sign me up. Where's that
Yeah,
at?
yes, I wear. Yeah,
I gotta work my ass off to make that kind of
I'll
money.
delete my YouTube channel right now. Like, what's going on? But I don't. I'm not here to judge. I know these companies are. They do. The bottom line is to get their pockets fatter and whatnot. But I hope they do get some more money, because inflation. Everybody needs more money. To be completely honest, for the most part, the hardworking blue collar man, everybody needs more money. And if you can't get more money, you got to find ways to get more money. It's really that simple. We can't. Nobody's coming to save you, man. If you have to get another job, you have to find a side hustle. That's what I'm all into a whole bunch of other stuff. You know what I mean? Because I'm just trying to just accumulate as much money as I can and make my money work for me. But hopefully this resolves itself. And then when it comes to like the escalation, we've been talking about this for the past 2 weeks. We've been telling the Nightcap that this is something that's happening and nobody's talking about it. But the Nightcap was talking about it. Me and TradeFly was talking about it. And now we see what happened. So it never went away. It never died down. It's just, they didn't want. I told the Nightcap that they don't want this in the news because of election time. They're not going to promote it. They're not going to do that. But now this is something that they can't, not report. So hopefully, it dies down, but that's not happening. So we'll hopefully less casualties will happen in the near future than what we've been seeing. So we'll see. Just
Yeah,
a sad
man.
situation, man.
It totally is, man. A couple late shout outs here. Got some people that came in a little bit late. Flat Smack, how you doing, brother? Hope all is well. Throwing through French Toaster. Hola, my friend. Hope you are doing well. And Al Jr., he said, what's good, guys? Oh, man, we dumping LFG. So I guess he's ready to stack up the bags because the price is coming down. But what's up, my man? Hope all is well with you. Florence, he said, PLS is the deep over. You understand? You guys are doing a great job. Well, thank you for that. We appreciate that. Hope all is well. And then it looks like I do have your screen now. Go ahead and talk to the people here for a second, man. I'm going to go and add your screen real quick in the background. And then we are going to move over to the market pulse here.
So when I was, me and Piper had our show at around 4:30 today, and I was talking about sometimes getting these bounces after these harsh crashes or these harsh corrections. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do get some sort of a move up, possibly in the Asia session or possibly within the next day or so. But we do have a lot more data coming out, and a lot of people come to these crypto channels and they want to watch crypto, they want to talk all crypto, but we have to see how everything affects our bags. Like, all this stuff is affecting our bags, obviously. So this is why we have to cover it. This is why we have to be in tune to it. And I want my bags to grow, and in order for them to grow, we need certain conditions to happen, certain market conditions, certain geopolitical conditions, certain macro conditions to happen. And right now it doesn't look like it's in that environment for us to just take off in October. But it's only the first day, so we'll have to see what's going on. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you think October is going to be October, or do you think it's going to be something where September was bullish and then October is bearish, when it should be the reverse, is what we've seen in past times? So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, we showed that chart yesterday. It said pretty much after a green September, it's always a green October. So and I did the average on that. I think it was about 25% was the average. So I mean, history would say that we should have a green October, but this is why we always say you have to take into account the macroeconomics, and you have to take into account the news and world events, because they get a say so. That is why we do news on this show. Otherwise, we would just turn it on, hit the charts, and we'll just let's look at trade setups, man. But we know that there's an impact on the price action, so we take those things into consideration. So All right, let me over to the chat here. Caffeinated Crypto. He said, "My wife has an engine she is shipping. It's going to cost $7K more to move to LA. Plus, it's more expensive to ship from the West Coast. Also, so bro, I got a boat on the East Coast. It costs more than the boat to ship it out to the West Coast. So it's still sitting on the East Coast. It's been sitting there for years, man. It's I don't know, man. I guess I'm gonna have to sell it while it's sitting on the East Coast. Yeah, it's crazy shipping things for sure. What else we got here? Let's see. Al Jr. He says, shortened since 63.5, baby, and riding it to 58.5. 30x leverage. You a wild man. All right, where's the stop loss? We ain't got no. Thanks for the shout out. Let's get it. My man. Well, congrats, dude.
Hey,
well
man,
played.
that's
Well
a
played.
good trade.
Yeah,
That's a
well
good
played.
trade, man. 30x from 63.5, man. Just make sure you put in your well, he said no stop loss, so hey, put it to break even at least. Bring it up to
Yeah.
break even at least, man.
Yeah,
At
cover
least, so.
cover yourself
And
for sure.
Cover those fees too, but yeah, that's a good trade, man. Congrats on that.
I would second that for sure. Yeah, man. I mean, I was looking at what was it, like 66 something, man, live on last Friday, and I was like, man, this might be a spot we might hit our heads. And you know, Piper started talking about it. He was like, hey, this could just be a lower high. It could. And here we are, you know, and sometimes like the Swiss cheese aligns, right? If you guys have ever heard the Swiss cheese model, the holes kind of align sometimes. And I think that's kind of what happened here. It had a perfect little storm, hit a little bit of resistance, had some bad news, just cascading effect, and then cleared out a lot of that liquidity. Cool. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go over to the market pulse and let's get into it. Economic calendar is going to be up first. Let's see. October 1st, we had the manufacturing PMI as well as the JOLTS job opening. So I'm sure Piper talked all about that this morning, but it looks like the job openings were a little bit higher than forecast. And then the manufacturing PMI was a little bit lower. So it looks like a mix of news there if I'm reading that one correctly. But job openings, that's actually bearish is my understanding. And then for the manufacturing PMI, let's go ahead and look at that. So slightly below forecast, and that continues to point to a contraction in the manufacturing sector. So I guess that is not a good thing, unfortunately. But that is why we have Piper. He will tell you all about that, I'm sure, on the morning show here. Let's go back and see what we got going on, because I know we got something coming up on Thursday. It is the services PMI, and then Friday, October 4th, we have the non-farm payrolls as well as the unemployment rate. So those are your biggies there coming up on the economic calendar. I only do the 3 stars. Piper breaks down like the 1s, the 2s, like he gets into the weeds there. Bullish more jobs. Go look at the type of jobs. Bullish more jobs. Okay, let's look. This says job openings rows. So the way I read that, is that a good thing that there's actually an increase in number of jobs? Is that, I guess, jobs that are available? Is this the way we're reading it? Because I guess I see what you're saying, that could be bullish, but doesn't seem like we don't have people filling those jobs.
Yeah, but he says bullish, but it's like the type of jobs that are being created, the type of jobs. They're probably just like low end jobs that are being that they're talking about probably. So that's one of the things that has been happening.
Construction, state and local government.
Okay, government jobs. So okay, so yeah, government jobs is we paying for that.
Yay, more government spending. Great.
Yeah.
That's just what we need. Oh, man. That's craziness, man. I hope they all get fired. Bring in Elon. I'm ready for Doge. Send it. I want dude, I want to see it. I'm not going to lie to you. I was kind of like thinking about that the other day, and I was like, you know what? I just want to see him just slash it. Just slash things left and right. I know it's going to be ugly for some people, though, because a lot of people work government jobs, but there's just a lot of fat to be cut. I'm going to be honest with you. Like I have been in that world a little bit. There is a lot of fat that can be trimmed off for sure. All right. That being said, let's go ahead and get over to the total market cap. That's sitting at 2.14 trillion. That's down 4.18%. And 24-hour trading volume is at $115 billion, which makes for a 37.62% increase. No surprise there with people selling off a little bit. Bitcoin dominance currently at 56.26%, and that is up 0.12% over the last day. Fear and greed sitting at neutral, 48. That number is going to come down tomorrow. I can put money on that one. Bitcoin, Ethereum sitting at number 1, 2. Bitcoin is currently at 60,900 and just turned to 61,000. There you go. And that's down 3.92% over 24 hours. Ethereum's at 2460. That is down 6%. That took a little bit of a hit. BNB is at 549. It's just been steady down, down, down since it's been over 600, and that is down 3.87%. Solana at 144.5. That's down 6.12%. That's been a big mover to the downside. Did have a nice move up though. It got right up to that 161, 162 area that we were talking about. But now it's pulling back because that is a significant area of resistance. So no big surprise there. You guys should have been tracking on that. XRP currently at 60 cents. That is down 2.78%, even with that bullish news. But I mean, I guess it's trying to fight a little bit. Like if you're looking at some of the percentages of what's moving down, it looks a little better than some of them. Doge is down 10 cents again. Welcome back, Doge. You are down 7.06%. Toncoin is at number 9. That's at $5.40, and that is down 5.66%. Tron is at number 10. Sorry, Cardano, you are out. You're the biggest loser. But Tron is sitting at 15 cents, and that is down 1.9%. And Cardano just getting smacked. It got up over 40 cents, and here we are again down to about 35%. So regressing to the mean, baby. It's back. And that is down 6.28%. You guys know I like me some AVAX. That's getting smacked in the mouth too. That is down 7.66% to $25. So unfortunately, I do not like to see that. Let's go over to the crypto bubbles, and it is red out there. It is not looking good. But FTX token is looking good. That is up 11%. That is, I believe, because people are going to start getting their money back. They actually have a plan for that. Unfortunately, I think it's only going to be 25 to 30% of the funds that they had in. But that's what happens when they drag this out. The people that profit off of this are the people that are part of the litigation and the legal teams and all that. They get a lot of money on a daily basis, and that just cuts in to some of the people that are trying to get their money back. So it's a very unfortunate situation, but at least they're going to get something back. Maybe, hopefully be a nice little Christmas present. Have no idea what the time frame is going to be there. So we got Wormhole. That is up 3.5%. And let's see. Egen Layer. I don't know much about them. They're up 2.7%. So those are kind of your movers. Mantra is up 1.1. X, don't care about that. You can throw that in the trash. Everything else is down pretty good, man. There's a lot of things that are over 10%. You can see Injective, Floki. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that are over 10%. So things are getting hit pretty hard. Today is an ugly day for the alts overall. But we are at a nice little area of support for Bitcoin. We'll take a look at that on the charts. Let's go over to the liquidation heat map. I zoomed out a little bit. We are on the monthly. Looking at the monthly. This was the area I've been talking about for quite some time. Remember, 62.5 was really about the area I was looking at. It has moved down just a little bit, but that liquidity is now gone. That is not a factor anymore. And look at this, right? It's really dark down here. Okay, what does that mean? Well, there's no more liquidity for the price action to chase. So that those short-term moves that I use this chart for mostly is gone. All right. So there's really nothing to write home about. What this does mean though is there's an opportunity for the support level to hold up. Now, this is all saying that nothing else happens, crazy in the news. This shows us there's an opportunity. Okay, that's what I'll say. All right, I'm not gonna stake my name on it, but let's go over to Bitcoin and see what I'm talking about when I say there is an area of support. I just talked about this yesterday. I've circled it and I said there's confluence here in this area. You got the dynamic reactor, you got the 50-day moving average, you got the value area low. It's all right here. You see the wick off of it showing you a little bit of buying pressure there. There are buyers coming back in, and there's no liquidity to chase to the downside. So all good things. Like I said, there's confluence. This is an area that I said I'd be interested in maybe taking a small position here on Bitcoin because I think you could get some price action off of that. That being said, here's the reason I'm not. All right. The reason I'm not going to take a position right now is based on the news, and it's very, very unsettling what's going on. And I'm waiting to see what happens in terms of, is Israel going to escalate this to the next level? All right. So right now, I just don't think it's a safe trade to make. You probably could maybe go for a little scalp if you wanted to. I saw Alex O take a long on a little bounce. So if you're looking for those little 1% moves and using some leverage, those opportunities are there. Personally, right now, just with the news, I'm going to let this all kind of settle, let the dust settle. And then I'll jump back in once I know that we're not headed for, some big significant war So I'm chilling. It is what it is. All right, so I pointed out this level for you guys. If we do continue to fall, though, we do have the top part of this trend line. And I think by the time we interact it, we're talking about 58K. You do also have like a little horizontal level here that there is a little bit of confluence with. This is pretty easy to see here. So looking at that, you got both support, you got resistance, and more support. So I think that this there could be a little confluence there at about 58K. That makes sense for me. Let's look at the dynamic support and resistance. See what that's showing there. So that's just adding confluence to this area. But your next stop is down about the bottom of the channel, man. So you're starting to talk about 56, 55K. That's not overly surprising, to be honest with you. And that's my spot. Just so you guys know, like if the price comes back down here, I will add to some bags down there for sure. Until we break that trend, like I said, trend is your friend till the end. I know Piper just had a little shout out on his Twitter for those that are saying that, because he is saying that the trend is really showing us a down and right, momentum, and he is right. Okay, so to be very clear, he is right. There is a set of lower highs. It's clear as day on the chart, and that would tell you that price action is more likely to go down. But if you were to take that and you put a pattern on it, right? If you're taking a pattern that kind of goes down and right, and you get that set of lower lows and lower highs, a lot of times that actually ends up being a bullish setup, right? You could say that we could tie this into that massive cup and handle if you go out to the weekly and say, hey, this is just part of the game here, right? This is the price we pay for this massive cup and handle before we actually see the rocket ship. There's different ways to look at it, right? To each their own. You could say this is a big bull flag. That's within reason too, to be honest with you. But I would say overall, like this is more important to me. This channel right here, we've talked about it here on the show quite a bit. This area right here, until we break this, and when I say trend, this is the trend that I'm looking at personally. All right, this is the one that is more, important to me. And so losing my voice all at once while trying to power through this, this is the area that I'd be looking for some price action. And really that's my big area of support. So 56, about 56K. And then your resistance high side really is going to be your 2021 high is what I'm looking at in the short term. That there's a confluence there. Go back to the daily here just so you can see a little bit better. 2021 high with the value area high, right? You got a little bit of confluence in that area as well as the trend line. That's basically just showing you lower highs, right? So a couple areas for you to look at, but that is, showing you high side about 69K or so. But I don't think we're headed in that direction right now in the short term, to be very transparent and clear with you. Just giving you some targets if the price action were to move up based on some of these horizontal levels that are on the chart. So those are the areas that I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Like I said, right now I'm kind of chilling. I'm just going to let the dust settle. I think it's the conservative move, and I'm not going to make a play because you never know what's going to happen overnight. And I just don't want to be stuck in something and get stopped out. And it just seems silly to take that risk right now for me, as if I was doing a swing trade. So right now I'm just kind of watching it pogo back and forth, baby. I mean, look at how fire the I don't even have to really reference the oscillator tonight because I don't think that's in play. But what you can look at is the highs and lows. I mean, it correlates with the price action. And while we're in the range, keep an eye on that. When we start getting these lower levels, here, then you start looking at a potential reversal. And it's just been almost every time. Every time we've had a peak in price, we've had a bend over on the RSI or the prime oscillator. So, cool. That's what I'm looking at Bitcoin. I'm going to pass it back to FD, see what's going on in the chat, and then mix it up with you guys on the backside. Mute. Got you on mute.
I've been doing that all day, man. So I've been looking at pretty much the same levels. It's really not too much more to add. What I want to see is like my number one scenario that I would want to see is if we do look, well, right now we're holding that 50-day SMA. So this is what has been holding us. We've been holding this for a few hours now. Look like we got a nice little bounce off of it. Looks like we're between the 100, the blue line, and the 50, the green line, the SMA. So I'm trying to see how it reacts with these moving averages right now. We looks like we may have popped up above the 100 SMA. So I want to see that hold. See the next few hours. But when we wake up, I think we'll see a lot more. See how this Asia session takes all this information in and how they trade this. So if we do start to come back down and we don't hold this, 59.8 to 60K level, my next trade is that I'll be looking for is a come down, beneath there, probably for a liquidity sweep. Stop out some longs, stop out some shorts, come back up here, reclaim this, and then we can possibly continue upward. But like I said, and like you said, it's so much going on right now. It's hard to for me to just get into a trade confidently and hold it when I don't want to scalp, especially not right now. I got so much. Like I've been watching charts and doing all this stuff all day, and I need a break. And scalping is not a break. When you're scalping and your emotions are high, it's tense, you're sweating. You know what I mean? It's just human nature, even if you're the most cool, calm, collected trader. But I'll be watching, this level here, this 59 to 60K level, to see how we interact with there if we come down. And if we start to lose that, I'll be looking for, like I said, maybe a couple wicks below it, maybe on a 4 hour, and then to reclaim it. And then that's when I'll start to get long. When we get in this type of environment, I like to see breaks of key support. And then, we come down beneath it a little bit, and then we reclaim it. Once we reclaim it, then I turn bullish. So I'm not just blindly longing support right now. I want to see some sort of some of my moves that I like to see when I trade or when I'm reading the market. So everything you said is in confluence with what I'm saying and what I'm seeing. And I'm sitting on my hands right now. Probably a reassess tomorrow when I wake up and see what the Asian markets do. And if we get a bounce, we get a bounce. You'll have time. You just want to get a little bit of me and Piper talked about this earlier. You don't have to catch the bottom. You don't have to catch the top. You just want to get a nice chunk in the middle. So I think if the market, whatever the market wants to do tomorrow, if it moves up tremendously or down tremendously, I think I just want to catch a little bit of chunk in the middle.
Right on, right on. Cool. I'm going to bring up Coinbase. We talked about that a little bit. We had that breakout and we were looking at this area for resistance. That acted as resistance. Now, we didn't quite get up to the smart target. Now, I tell you guys all the time, when you get those smart targets, look for an area of resistance. You're more likely to get, price action off of the area of resistance vice the actual smart target itself. Remember, it's kind of algorithmic, kind of computational where this price is going to go, but it lined up pretty well with the resistance, right? So that built confluence. You had moving averages, both the 200, the 50, the dynamic reactor, all in one area. Dynamic reactor for the win, baby. This thing has been following it on the way down. You see it's acting as resistance. That's not really a great sign for Coinbase as it's working its way down and right. It's nice to see a move. We did have a breakout. We were kind of bullish on it for the interim up to this area, and now a sharp rejection, and we're right back to where we started at 161. So just want to point that out to you guys. 161, you should find some price action, an area of support here as long as the markets hold up tomorrow. However, it could be a little scalp or an intraday kind of deal for Coinbase here. Just kind of get an idea of what's kind of going on the markets tomorrow. But yeah, that's your area of resistance at about, we're going to call that about 190, 191. What you got to be concerned with is the 50-day continuing to move its way down. And it looks like it is the thing that's actually acting as resistance there. So if you do want to catch the bounce, maybe from 160, one or so up to about 188, 189, that could potentially be in play. Let's look on the smaller time frames though, just to see what the oscillator is doing. So that's a little scary. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of a degen play. I would like to see another retest of this area and then look for that move up and right. And then you got the dynamic reactor there. Where is that at? Let's see where that lines up. The same place. It's a little bit higher than where it was on the daily, the 50 SMA. So, looking at a Coinbase, it's not all lost. This is a pretty big area at 161, to be honest. Look at this huge wick showing you that buying pressure. Coming back left on the chart, you see very clear resistance, very clear support. Came down, flipped it from resistance into support before we took off. But I think 161 is a really key area. Probably not a bad place to, like, if you want to get into Coinbase. I don't think it's a bad spot. Look at the ETFs, right? Look at the ETF news. There's a lot of inflows going on. They had, I think, 8 straight days of positive inflows. You saw that the ETFs are now buying up all the mined Bitcoin. Who's the holder for BlackRock? Coinbase. This is why I talk about it. So, it could be a potential opportunity. That is more like a fundamental play than a technical play, even though we are at a good technical area that should hold up as support at about 161. So that's a look at coin. I'll pass it back to you, FD. See what you got.
So I got Ave up. Ave has been respecting this upper sloping trend line that we've been in since mostly mid-August. We could probably draw it back here, but sometimes drawing these lines is subjective. So I started mine from Monday the 19th August. So we've been holding it. So what I'll be looking at right now, it's looking like if Bitcoin proceeds, I mean, we're above the 200, the 50, the 100. Ave really moved when it made its move. I think it was like a month and a half ago. So what I'm looking at right now, I'm thinking this is a trade that I may be looking at potentially going back up to this green bar here and potentially curling back around if the market does remain bearish. So I'm looking at an Ave trade. I'm actually looking at it right now. Let me actually go in. That's on the daily. This is real time when I'm looking at. So
Making him work tonight. See what he's got.
Yeah. So I was trying to get off the stream, watch my show. I just started Chernobyl on HBO. I was trying to watch that miniseries, but now all this stuff happened. Now that's gotta wait. But back to the chart, man. So I'm looking at Ave right now. Literally just came over and saw this. So I'll be looking at potentially trying to get into an Ave trade. Looks like we're starting to curl up. Money flows going up on the 4-hour. Looks like we're starting to get we got the anchor wave. Looks like we're forming a trigger wave. This is on a cipher oscillators. So on cipher B oscillator. So I'm kind of looking at this right now. I'm kind of looking at this to see if we can get some sort of a nice little scalp move up to about 155 to 156. Because usually, if no retaliation is done tomorrow or the next day, I think we can get some sort of a bounce going into like Thursday or Friday. If we get a bounce, I think this can easily, let me pull out my measurement tool, from the trend line back up to here. I think we can easily get like a 8 or 9% move. And a lot of times when these altcoins bleed this heavy and then we get some, even if it's a dead cat bounce, man, you can get nice bounces from these coins, man. You can get really nice bounces from these coins. And that's, like I said, you just try to get some of the moves, get in, get out. And I think this is a move that I potentially might be looking at. I still have to stalk it a little bit more, but even if we come back up here, I mean, it's still bearish. If we, break down, it could be like forming some sort of a head and shoulder if that actually does play out. But from here to here, like I said, that's like an 8 or 9% move. So I'm gonna be keeping my eye out on this probably for the next few hours to see how it plays out and see if I want to take a chance on this. Look at some of the oscillators. Let's actually look at the hourly and see what this is doing. Yeah, like VWAP on there is coming up 15-minute. Looks like this is bottoming out. We had divergence coming in on the 15-minute. So this one looks like it's starting to bottom out right on support, right on this upper sloping trend line. So I'm looking at Ave. So if you're looking for some sort of quick little trade or something like that, Ave might be keep that on your radar.
Right on. Let's do one more and then we'll get out of here. And the only reason I really want to do it is because that I want to play something off my audio board. I'm saying it could be the best one in the industry. All right, looking at Sol on the 4-hour chart. Hey, look at this. See this little circle here? What did I tell you yesterday? You're probably going to see some price action off of that area if it comes down, right? This is why I give you key levels with the analysis here, and I'm really, really big on that. I love letting the price come down to me. Why did I think it was a key level? It's the point of control for the entire range at about 144. So you saw we did find support there, right? You got a few wicks off of that. Right now, it is holding up. Let's go ahead and get rid of that so we can look at it a little bit more. You do have the dynamic reactor on the top side, so you got a little bit of a squeeze going on here. Could be a tough sledding here on the 4-hour. Let's see what the daily looks like. And it's wide open on the daily, though. So it's definitely open on the daily. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see this move up to the 200 SMA if we get a bounce, right? If Bitcoin holds support, kind of cool seeing a lot of these different tokens right now. They're all finding like these significant levels at the same time, right? So this moved down to the point of control, and then Bitcoin moved down to, I think it was a value area low. So like there's a lot of confluence for each one of these tokens on the chart. So that's kind of cool to see, and that could be a little bit of a savior. Like I said, as long as the news and things don't get too weird, I would be expecting a nice bounce for a lot of these tokens if things don't escalate. That's your big caveat. That's your big thing that all of this is contingent on, is, you know, really what's going on outside of crypto, which is unfortunate, right? I wish we could just say, hey, this is all about crypto. This is all about the charts, and it's all about adoption, and because really it's all bullish for crypto for the most part. So, all right, looking at that, yeah, man, like it looks like we're getting a bounce there. We're about 145 right now. Top side on the daily, you're probably looking at about 154. That also kind of coincides with where the smart target was. But again, you know, I think I talked about this before when we broke out and we came out. That would have been my out at about the 200 SMA there. So 154 looks reasonable as long as we get that price action up and right. Let's see what we're doing on the 4 hour though. See if we're getting a reset on the prime oscillator or the RSI. Boom, there it is, man. So you're getting a reset here. Got oversold, but again, you're getting a little bit of a squeeze here. So probably wait for that break of the dynamic reaction on the 4 hour before I get too excited. But it could be a quick move from 147 to, I think it was about 154 or so on the daily. So yeah, man, I don't think it's all too bad, really. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, but to have, you know, this as a pullback and you find support at the point of control, I mean, it's not a terrible thing. So if we do pull back any further, again, this is a very key level for me. Just keep this on your charts, 121, 122-ish, somewhere in that area. That is a significant level, and that is something I highly recommend, because I can't give you advice. Recommend putting on your chart. There you go. That's I think that's fair. I can say that. And I just moved it. So look at that. Let me put it back. Good thing Mark Dutch isn't here. Otherwise he'd be telling me to lock my fibs and all kinds of nonsense. Cool, yeah. So you got the value area low, so that's probably where you're gonna find like your candle closes if it does pull back at about 125 or so. But you could see a wick down to 121. Personally, I'm probably going to add to Sol if it comes down to 125. That's probably where I'll add to some bags. So let's do that. Let's align here. Horizontal. Let's move it up a little bit. I want to find kind of the bulk of the support, right? So that's about, we're going to call that 128. And then let's go ahead and flip this to green. And we're going to add an alert. Boom. So if price comes down there, I'm probably going to add to some bags on Sol. Not a whole lot, but no issue with DCA and N, right? So there you go. Looking at that for Sol, 128 is a nice level, and then really kind of we got some support here. So big we'll say target top side is still 162. Like you can see 1, 2, 3, really 4, right? We did find resistance there, but it is definitely a key level on the top side. But we've just been in this range. I mean, this has been kind of a like swing trade paradise, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. So that's what I'm looking at on Sol. Keep that one pretty quick here. We're going to wrap it up and head out of here unless FD, you got anything else you want to talk about?
Well, I'm tired, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. I've been talking about this stuff all day, man. I made some popcorn right before we got on stream. You know, I'm gonna go upstairs, turn my shows on, and I'm gonna look at Ave for a minute though, because I think Ave, like you said, if the market can bottom here a little bit, maybe for the next couple of days and get a small push up, I think Ave. I'm on Ethereum right now. I was looking at Ethereum, but
my bad.
I think Ave can. Let me see. I think Ave can have a nice little bounce here, right to our resistance area that we drew out. This green area over here. So I'm gonna be looking at Ave while I watch my shows, Chernobyl and From. So I'm gonna watch those, eat some popcorn, watch Ave, and call it a night, man. Hopefully nothing happens, you know, overnight to where, you know, either something bad happens around in the world. Like that's number one. Like we want to make money, but seeing all this nonsense going on around the world, man, is give me a heavy heart sometimes too, man, because we're a lot of people talk about the United States, a lot of people talk about America. We got our problems, man, but a lot of problems we don't have to deal with like other countries. So
Yo,
we got to be thankful for that.
I've seen some gnarly stuff throughout my career, and trust me, we are way more blessed than you would believe.
Yeah.
Like, I know it gets weird here, but like some of the things that I've seen, like, I would honestly really love for people to go to a third world country and to see what the living conditions are like and see how they are like
man.
literally hundreds to maybe 1,000 years behind time. Ones that have been established for longer than we have too, which is wild to think about. They've been around longer. They should be well more established. Like the whole infrastructure should be a lot more built out, and it's not. Like they're
I'll
still
tell you this.
pooping in holes and burning poop, and
Man.
they got water
man.
like bowls, nasty too. Like taking showers in a creek, like that's green fungus. It's wild, man. It's wild.
It's wild.
Like,
It's wild, man. When I was in Thailand for 3 months, over the summer and a little bit of the spring, man. When you can't use toilet tissue there, so everybody's stacking up on toilet tissue and trying to get buying tissue during times of distress. Like you're not even supposed to use toilet tissue because they don't have the proper sewage system to handle all of that. So they got this little handheld water gun down there. You got to make sure I'll sneak in some tissue too though, but that's just the American in me, man. Like, I'm not about to not use no tissue, but it's definitely different, man. You got people living in shacks, people drink, using the rainwater and then boiling it. It's a lot going on, man, in other countries, but over here, we sometimes forget how good we have it, even though we got a lot of bad stuff happening, and it's getting worse. It's definitely getting worse from where we were. From where we were to where we're going, it is on a decline, but we're still, further ahead than a lot of countries. There's some countries out there that's doing very good too that I've been to. That's like, whoa, what is America doing? But it's just, it's about preference. It's about preference too. But I'm not one to come. A lot of people go overseas. I was overseas 5-6 months. They come back bashing America. I would never do that. I just, I find the good in wherever I'm at. So seeing people living like that and got to look up and see bombs coming down on their homes and whatnot, it's sad to see, man. But we gotta pump our bags. We gotta find a way to get our bags so that we don't have to, we have options. Money is options. That's what it really comes down to. You have money, you have options. So that's what it boils down to for me and mine.
Yeah, right on. Hey, shout out to Clayt the Great. He said, "War is hell. Those calling for it are foolish." Like, you ain't wrong, dude. So yeah, it looks like he was EOD. So I know my man has seen some stuff. If he was EOD, man, that's a crazy job in the military. Much respect. Richard Mike Tech, he said, "A lot of my family lives in Lebanon. Being in a war zone firsthand opens up your eyes." Yeah, no doubt, man. And prayers for your family. Much love to you, Mike. And I hope everyone is safe over there. So, all right, FD, you said you had something that nobody was talking about at the end of the month. I need to know this. I need this alpha.
So
if you stuck around to the end, I guess we're getting some alpha.
So this is going. So before you heard it here first on the Crypto Nightcap, FD White, because I'm probably gonna make a video on my channel. So make sure you go and subscribe to my channel as well. Not a channel shield, but make sure you go over there because I'm gonna make a video about this. Can you share my screen? Let me see.
Yeah. I can share your screen, and I'm actually gonna pull up your channel as well.
So this is coming. The BRICS Summit is coming. This is going. It's not a really like that big of a deal, but it's coming at the end of the month. So be prepared for every YouTuber out there to be fear mongering and talking about the de-dollarization of the world. But they are set to reveal their de-dollarization roadmap, and it's saying will crypto be included? But they're not talking about the last year. They were talking about rolling out the gold-backed currency. This year it is talked about and is very widely talked about that they're going to start laying out their de-dollarization roadmap. So it's just one of the things to look out for. Nobody's talking about it yet, but in the next 2 weeks, your favorite YouTubers will be talking about it. And you're going to see a lot of these and a lot of these and a lot of those. But, you heard it here first, man. But it's nothing to worry about yet. We're not, it's not going to be de-dollarization no time soon. But it is death by 1,000 cuts, and the United States itself is cutting itself with all this, everything that's going on. So they're helping with the de-dollarization with everything that they're doing with the national debt and whatnot. But it was just something that was on my radar. I just wanted to bring to everybody's attention.
Yeah, I know they're talking about this, but then you look at some of the countries too, like they're still heavily, heavily invested in the US dollar. So I don't know. It seems like a facade, honestly, half the time. But yeah, man, that'll be interesting. See if that shakes the market at all. We'll definitely keep a lookout for that. But let's go ahead and bring up your channel real quick. It's okay to show your channel here, baby, because you are part of the family. So go ahead, check out youtube.com at FD White Invest. All right, that's his channel. You can just type in FD White, he pops up. It's very simple. That being said, next stop for you guys better be over to Billy Goat Tales. That's going on. It's live right now, and they have a AMA going. So go ahead, check them out after this. We would appreciate that, and they are part of the fam as well. So I think it's time for FD to start getting a little bit of sleep here. So we're going to let you go, man. I hope all is well tonight. Enjoy a little bit of time, a little bit of rest with the family. Enjoy your show with your popcorn. And I will be at work seeing probably some crazy. But that's where we're at, man. You got anything for the people on the way out?
No, man, just, be safe, hug your loved ones, man. And if you're watching this or listening to this, man, you blessed, man. You made it another day. A lot of people didn't make it to October. So, you got another day to go to those goals. And, if crypto's your goal, you're at the right channel.
Bro, talking about not making it, Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's a legend.
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose, too. Yeah.
I don't know if y'all watch Good Times, man, but the daddy who used to beat JJ, he died, man. Like, everybody died, man. Everybody, the legends is leaving, man.
Yeah, it's
James
wild.
Earl Jones not too long ago.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a big one, too. That's a big one. Dude, he used to be on so many commercials, like, as the voice.
Oh, man.
It was just
He
nonstop.
was the voice. Yeah.
Of everything.
So, yeah, man. So life is a gift, man. Treat it as such.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I will co-sign that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for making it all the way to the end. If you guys enjoyed the show tonight, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Do that right now, please. You know what I saw yesterday? I saw more votes than people hitting the like button. So bad on you. Hit the like button tonight and subscribe. All right, you guys have a good one. We're out of here. Much love. See you tomorrow.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.